So I've just watched the latest from Tisa, where she says here sources claim Kate never left hospital and press demand Williams start talking. And I can't believe I'm in the middle of this whole thing really, because I said I wasn't going to talk about Kate's illness and so on. But I don't think it's a question of talking about Kate's illness. I think it's a question about a public figure who quite literally has disappeared after telling the world that she had had a somewhat serious surgery, that she was in the hospital for 10 days, and then we haven't heard from her, except insofar as I said in an earlier video today, that we hear not from her, but from sources that she has hired a new, as head of well, he's not a CEO, but he's to head up her office, whatever you call him. And we've heard that she's working in bed. We've heard that she's taking all these holidays and so on and so forth. But you know what? You know what? I'm going to go on record. I'm going to go on record and I'm going to say that I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it because I think if all of that were true, she easily could have taken a selfie, like I said, or issued some kind of statement on her own stationery from Kensington Palace with, um, you know, some kind of real indication that it's from her to say, thank you for your concern and I'm fine. I think the Kate that I know, I mean, I'm not a fan girl of hers or whatever, but she's human. I'm human. She's in the world. I'm in the world. She's a public figure, etc. And so, just from that standpoint, one human to another human, this is so strange that I'm on record. I don't believe anything that the palace has said about Kate and what's going on. I also agree with Tisa that her sister Pippa went off on holiday, but that was not an indication that all was well with Kate. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I believe that also was to distract. It was a distraction. They're distracting us. And I think one of the best things that happened to them recently was the game, well, was Harry and Meghan in Canada for a week and the 3 weeks of press that came from that, so that the press's attention is squarely on Meghan and Harry. And then there's the story of whether Harry will come back to help out, whether Harry won't. All of these things keeps everyone's attention away from Kate. And I think that that is a strategy. I also think William's announcement with the Middle East, all of that, they knew that that was going to create buzz and distraction and conversations and morning show guests and experts talking about everything except Kate. For me, it's the fact that Kate has not spoken that now leads me to this point. I will not change it until I hear from Kate. Something is wrong, and it's very seriously wrong. It is not just that she's at home recuperating and she wants her privacy. She cannot speak to us. That's why she has not issued any statements personally. Everything has been very third party. This is not, it's not even British in the sense that I think they tend to, with all of their shortcomings as a culture, they're very polite people, really. They're very polite people, at least on the surface, right? And so the royal family, it's a machinery, it's a business, it's a PR machine, it's a public relations enterprise, right? Everything hinges on Kate and William. And if the monarchy is going to survive, knowing that Kate is healthy and that William is healthy is in the best interest of the monarchy. So there's no privacy as far as a situation like this where the queen in waiting was in hospital for 10 days and now she's out and she's doing everything except to reassure her people. These are her people. She's the queen in waiting. I mean, anything happens to King Charles, and it can at any day, she could be queen before the year is over. And she has not stepped up and stepped out to reassure her people that she's fine. We keep getting these, well, I'm not her people, but, I'm in the public. But, you know, all these third party assurances that she's fine, that she's surrounded by her four friends, and her mother and Pippa are helping William, that she has a new head of household to help her. She's working from bed. I mean, soon she's going to be rewriting, you know, the Quran or something, right? All of this is going to be all this great news about Kate, but it's not from Kate. You guys. I don't like gossiping. Look, the reason I even ever got into this whole YouTube channel was not to gossip, it was to speak up about what I thought was an injustice that was being done to Meghan Markle, right? I don't like injustice. I cannot remain, I'm not one of those remain silent when there is injustice. I speak up about it, sometimes at my own risk and detriment, right? I'm not a gossiper. I'm not into gossip, really, actually, right? So it may seem to some people that I'm gossiping here, but I'm not. I'm really just concerned about Kate. And I also don't like to be made a fool of. I feel like, do they think that we're foolish? Do they think that the public is a bunch of fools? Something is seriously wrong. And if it isn't seriously wrong, they are playing with the public. They're messing with the public. They are disrespecting the public. They're being very insensitive to the public, as I said before, right? As I said before. But now, after I listened to Tisa and I've just put four and four together, I said, no, 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 no. Kate would have said something more direct to the people of England at this point if she was okay. Even if she was on the mend and she wasn't able to come out until Easter, she still would have said something more concrete because it is her duty. She is the queen in waiting. These are her subjects worried about her because she made an announcement. And frankly, she did not make an announcement saying that she was in the hospital. Someone did that on her behalf. She has not spoken for herself for months. And nobody is ringing the alarm. No one. And then it made me realize, wait a second. If this were Meghan, Sussex Squad would be going crazy wanting to know what happened to Meghan. Now, the D Rangers or whatever they're called would say it's because they're nosy and they're not respecting Meghan's privacy. No, it's because they are concerned about Meghan because they love her. And for me, anyone who loves Kate at this point would be concerned. At this point would be concerned, that they want to hear from Kate and not about Kate from third parties in the royal family. And the fact that there's nobody doing that and they're still busy chasing Meghan, who, returned from Canada a week or two ago. They're still talking about Meghan's outfits, completely ignoring their girl. They're supposed to love this one. This is who they love, and they could care less, right? And when people from the Sussex Squad, or even just people who are not even affiliated with anything question, well, where is Kate? They are attacked for being bad people, for asking, for invading Kate's privacy. Kate has not spoken for herself for going on 3 months. Somebody needs to ask, where the hell is she? And what the hell is going on here? Because something's not right.